So the Monumental Bronze Company of Bridgeport, Connecticut developed a system to make monuments, memorials out of primarily zinc. And this was in the latter part of the 1800s after the Civil War. The process was very innovative. It's very difficult to work zinc, and it's very toxic from what I understand, the fumes coming off of it, and there's a lot of challenges. However, they developed a process, and the company was the Monumental Bronze Company of Bridgeport, Connecticut, and they were almost pure zinc. There was some other metals fused in, but they were primarily zinc. And so we have a great example here. These are distributed all over the country. In their heyday, they had affiliates in different parts of America, including Des Moines, Iowa, Detroit, Michigan, and other locales. And so the building, the factory, the main location was tremendously large facility located in Bridgeport, Connecticut, the home state of Atlas Preservation, and but they're down in Bridgeport. We're up in Southington. However, they expanded, and again, they had locations all over the country, and they became very popular. They were less expensive than traditional stone monuments. They were sold by salesmen who traveled all over, and so they're distributed all over America. Sometimes they're as big as Civil War monuments, and I know Portsmouth, New Hampshire has a very large one, and Decorah, Iowa, to name a couple locations. And yesterday I was just informed there's at least one large one at Gettysburg. So let's take a look at this white bronze and take a closer look here and see what we see. So the first thing we see, obviously, is the leaning. And this was not put on a proper base, and it looks like it was put on a piece of slate. And you can see the fastener that was originally connecting it, and it pulled away and broke. But there's a smaller one here, and this one is light enough so we can actually look inside. They're completely hollow. They were less expensive, about probably 30% less expensive, it's my understanding, and probably about a quarter of the weight, if that. So here's the inside. I'll take a closer look. You can see the construction, how they were fused together. And they had an innovative system to connect them to bases, and here is how they connected. And so this fit like this, and it stuck on there like that. Then this would have had a hole drilled in, ideally into a base stone, and then I'm assuming they would have put the molten sulfur or molten lead in like they did on the other monumental work in that era. So quite interesting. This has like a reinforcing kind of band going around it that I don't see a lot of times. I don't know if that was based on the age of it. They did have changed their manufacturing techniques over the years. We could kind of look at the dating and see if died 1857. I don't think the company existed yet, so it might have been backdated. Let's check the other side. Yeah, that's the only date on it. So, quite interesting. You can see here's a very unstable. And here we have the name of the company. Right here. Monumental Bronze Company, Bridgeport, Connecticut. Prominently stamped on the bottom with small raised letters. And one of the innovative things you won't see on this, and I think this is one of their earlier, some of their earlier work, but on the latter works, this piece here would detach, and those panels were replaceable, which was a very innovative system, because then you could add inscription when other people in the family died, if it was a monument installed for multiple individuals on a family plot. So there we have white bronze marker and monument, and quite interesting.